What's happening, guys? It's Abhinav from PhoneBunch, and this is our first look at the brand new Creo Mark 1. Now this is the Creo Mark 1. It has been priced at about Rs 20,000, and with that you are getting a Helio X10 octa-core processor based smartphone, 3GB of RAM, 32GB of onboard storage and a 5.5-inch Quad HD display. Now that's a first in this price segment. It is plenty sharp, it is quite bright and it was visible outdoors as well. You can see it has quite wide viewing angles and I didn't notice any distortion in brightness or colors. Moreover, both the front and back are protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 3, which adds quite a bit of protection as well as scratch resistance. Now inside that glass shell, which you can see attract fingerprints very readily, you have a 3100 mAh battery which is non-removable. And then you can see the volume buttons as well as the power button on the right, all made out of metal in this metal shell that is sandwiched by the two glass layers. Now you have a micro USB port at the bottom for charging as well as the primary microphone and speaker, and on the left of the device you have the SIM card slots. Now this is a hybrid SIM card slot arrangement, so you can use either two SIM cards or one SIM card and one micro SD card with the device. So yes, storage is expandable here. Now the first thing that I found when I held the device is that it is actually pretty heavy. At 190 grams, it does feel a bit bulky. Now again, let me talk about that camera now. So you have a 21 megapixel rear camera which does capture images pretty quickly. You have the Sony IMX230 sensor which you have already seen before in Motorola devices. It did perform quite well, and even in our testing it did take images very quickly. There was no major shutter lag and images did retain good color balance. I did take some images outside as well, and here's a look at an image that was taken with the 8 megapixel front camera. It actually did turn out quite well, especially given the lighting conditions we were in. Now these images were captured outside and you can see that they actually do look quite alright. Good color reproduction and quite a lot of detail there as well. Now let's come to software. So this is actually the main focal point of the Mark 1. You have FuelOS, which is based on Android 5.1 Lollipop running here, which is a bit outdated, but this is almost a stock build. There are some neat additions that Creo has done which I'll talk about. So overall the launcher is pretty stock, and out of that 32 gigs of storage on the device, you will get about 24 odd gigs, and yes, as I said earlier, storage is expandable with the hybrid micro SD card slot, and USB OTG furthermore is also supported here. And now if we talk about RAM management, yes, I did open up some apps and tried switching between them. I didn't face any issues there, and after the first boot we had about 1.7 gigs of RAM free, which is pretty decent for a 3 gig RAM device. Now let's come to the software additions. First is Sense, which opens up with double tap of the home button. It's contextual search, you just type in what you want to find and it does everything for you. Then you have Echo, which behaves as an answering machine for your device. It can also record messages and you can customize the message that your callers hear. Then we have Retriever, using which you can find your phone even if it gets lost. So let's say your phone got lost, it has been factory reset. Even after that, Creo can actually help you find the device by sending you an email with the current location as well as the number of the SIM card that has been inserted on your device. Pretty neat stuff there. And if we come to some customizations, there is gesture support. So you can double tap to wake the device, then you can draw C to open up the camera app, and you can also swap the capacitive button. So you can make the rightmost button be your app switcher or the left one, and you can customize what these buttons do on a long press as well. That is actually quite neat. And before I forget, you can get the Creo Mark 1 engraved as well from Creo Sense, and you'll get something like this. You can use up to 40 characters to use as engraving for your smartphone. So that is another level of customization and possibly a good gifting option as well. Now the main selling point of the Creo Mark 1 is that you'll get a new phone every month, by which the company means that they will update this phone with new features every month. They've already announced a new update for May 13th which will bring selfie flash among some other features. So let's see whether the company actually follows through with its promise. Overall, this seems like a decent option, but you are missing a fingerprint sensor here. It is a bit bulky, and then it's a brand new company, so trust will come only with time. We'll check this phone out in greater detail when we get it for review. For now, it does hold some promise. Well folks, thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions, let us in the comment section. Do hit that subscribe button, and as always, have a great day.